Star-Lord has almost been strong most of the entire game, but hasn't been hard meta outside of pro play since like season 1 or season 2. Like he's not like a must pick every game until this season actually, or last season. He's getting banned. Namor was always insane with the team ups. Without it was handless. Iron Fist has had multiple seasons where he's both good and then bad. Wolf has almost always been. Do you see where we're going though? Do you see where we're going? Where like every character has either been strong or not strong in the past, outside of a few of the DPS mostly. Blade, I think of the DPS, Blade, Witch, Squirrel Girl, Black Widow, and then like a slight tier above that, I'd say Thor, have had no seasons where they're strong. Everyone else has had seasons where they've been strong, and or meta, or close to it. But every season, I see the same dog shit. Like everyone says, oh, it's the same. No, it's not. What are we smoking? And so, who's making that narrative? Pros? Content creators? Predators? Twitter users? Who's making the narrative? Because if it's more like Redditors, Twitters, like that's probably more people that are like the average player, right? If it's like content creators and pros, that's more of the upper echelons, right? But both of them have had significant changes. Both of them have had significant changes. It's dive players and content creators. I've seen this war that's happening between the dive players and like the other roles, and I think they're both just absolutely out of it. I'm so sick of it. Like I'm so sick of seeing every season all these characters ahead and they're all screwed and they're all gone, and then they're not. They're fine. Then they're fine. You know, like I think this season a good example is Black Cat. Black Cat actually did get decapitated. Black Cat actually did get decapitated. That's the first one in a long time that actually died from big changes, though. We had to literally shoot Torch in the head 6 times to kill him. We literally had to shoot Torch in that. We had to dump multiple gallons of water on his head to take him down. You know what I mean? Like, we're currently doing the same thing to Daredevil, and he refuses to die. He's gotten shotgun blasted at point blank 12 times, but yet everyone says he's dead, and he's good the next season. Same thing happens on the other side, right? Let's go with Phoenix. Phoenix has gotten multiple nerfs. Guess what? She's still insane. And then they buffed her out of nowhere. Now she's broken again. But like, it happens every season. So balance is subjective. And I also think that like, can I ask like the question? So like, with Sandra's points, right? And again, I'm not talking about Boger agreed with me. I just ask. Do you think they're not focusing on balance every season? Realistically, do you not think that they're all like they have a balanced team? So the team, there's a team on the game that's dedicated to balance, right? There's a team that's dedicated to hero design, a team that's going to give out designs like the base game, like the engineering team for like how the game runs, design teams for heroes, skins, maps, all that stuff. They all have their own teams. What makes you think if they focused on it for a season and just stopped the other departments, all of a sudden it would be magically fixed?
Behold the god of thunder!
So it's like, people say that they either need to do it harder or fire the entire balance. Do you guys know how fast NetEase works? That's what I mean by we don't know how good it is. We haven't. Do you know that NetEase works way more hours than most Western companies? To say go harder or go faster, they probably don't even see their family some days. They probably sleep in the office. You know what I mean? So it's like they're already crunching. You're basically asking for like literally work camp level labors because you're not happy with your balance numbers. Do you see how that's like kind of insane? It just feels kind of insane to like say, and then it's like, well, then you should have no job. And it's like, isn't that kind of like legitimately nuts? And then that's why they should not release a hero. Adding a hero adds a big toll to the team. But it doesn't, but those are different teams. With all due respect, they chose that work schedule. Oh, buddy, you don't, the culture difference is not slap it. No, first off, this is not America, it's not Europe. First off, you have to have dedication to your company in a lot of Asian countries. Like, Japan, it's actually way worse, is a good example. Japan, you literally can't change jobs. Like, you legitimately can't. You will get shamed for leaving your job. And they pay you legitimately pennies. There's a reason why if you go to Japan as an American, you bring your dollar, you can buy so much. You could live like a king. Same thing in like Vietnam and whatnot. The dollar goes insanely hard. Our currency is valued much higher. But you have to think about something for a second. The people who live there have to live at, like, they're paying the same amount that they would normally pay, right? So their salary probably reflects local currencies. The same thing is over there, though. They made an insane amount of money, though. It's not like they're a small indie company. They throw away 150K like it's nothing. If it's one thing, it's a small crew, and 10, but it's a massive company. So I'm gonna ask you this question. Do you think by adding more voices to the conversation, it becomes a better balanced team? Like, let's think logically for half a second. So if let's have a room of 10 people, how hard is it to get a room of 10 people to agree on something? Pretty difficult. Now make it 100. Now you just split them up into small teams, and you make them have upper, lower, and middle managements of those teams. And then they have to communicate with each other. How are you going to make them all communicate with each other? Have you guys worked in a big company before? Have you guys like worked corporate? The bigger a company is, the slower it moves, the harder it is to get anything done. So a lot of the times, the reason why they're probably working as great as they are is it's probably small teams that work themselves to the bone and work extra hours to cover for that, so they can push stuff out faster and then have a little less bureaucracy. No, not voicing more, so less people making high-profile decisions. Does that make sense? But then you're asking, man, if you add a person, though, you add a voice. The original argument is they need to have more people. They have the money. So it's like, well, no, because then you're adding more voices, right? Like, and again, balance is subjective at the end of the day. They might just not be balancing for you. We don't know what the balance philosophy is. What is the balance philosophy? We don't know. But regardless, at the end of the day, though, I'm really confused on how people think that if you take a season to focus on it, like everyone on the hero design, on the art team, on the software engineering side, the like keeping the game running, the engine side, the security side, the cheating side, all comes together to do balance. Like that, like what are they gonna do? They're already doing balance every season. The only difference would be is if you don't add a new hero, then you can balance better for that season because you lose that variable, right? But I'm telling you, I've played Overwatch for years. That shit's boring. That shit's not fun. Like, okay, you get closer to equal balance, sure, but it's not fun, and it doesn't keep your game alive for very long, especially a game like Rivals. It's not hyper competitive already. Like, it's competitive, it's not hyper competitive. And to take that one step further, right, the thing that juices games up the most is content. There's a reason why Overwatch just changed its philosophy this year to do 10 heroes this year. Why? Because they were getting their lunch eaten. Because they were only doing 3 heroes a year for the last 10 years. And they would just wait till the next hero comes out, and then they would balance everything, and then they just change perks by like one number. And just to give you a news flash, by the way, over there in Overwatch land, they're not happy about balance either. They're pissed off constantly. They just had a patch. They literally just had a patch, and I actually thought it was pretty good. I covered it, right? I covered it, but I don't actually didn't look at the comments of this one. People are not happy about patch notes there either, because balance is subjective. No one's gonna be happy at the end of the day. And realistically, as nice as I can say it, the people who will eat your game alive are the hardcore competitive players. They will eat you alive. They will cannibalize you. They don't care. They don't care about the employees. They don't care about the people's lives that are working on the game. They only care about being catered to themselves. They don't care about other people playing the game. They don't care about the game's health. They care about what they can do when they sign in to play 8 hours a day and drive themselves insane. How can they make their experience better every day while they're driving themselves insane for themselves personally and make their funny number go up? That's it. Yeah, but you're talking about the meta cuts. No. First off, people play meta in any game, every game that exists under the sun. That's always been a thing. People always play meta in every game because they want to win. And that's part of the fun of learning a game, is finding out what's strong and playing what's strong. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that those people who play 10 hours a day and can't do anything else are driving themselves insane every day. And they can't see clearly because they're driving themselves insane every day. You will never make them happy. Yeah, but the workers don't make the decisions. They just get the jobs done based on the stats acquired from previous seasons and current player demand. I think NetEase is the hardest working in the Big Three. I just don't think the money they're making reflects the quality of matchmaking and character designs. I'm gonna be so real with you. Money should have nothing to do with this conversation. Like zero. We're talking about game balance and health. Like, game can make $10 a week and have one guy working on it and be the most balanced game on the planet. When the game can make hundreds of millions and like that's going into NetEase's pocket. It's not going to any of the workers. It's not, like, it doesn't matter. Like, they're just putting out stuff that they're told to do. We're talking about balance, though. Like, the money doesn't make sense in balance. Like, either way. Like, balance in a game is subjective again. The only thing by not releasing another hero every season makes that mean you miss out on that big boom, and yes, they'll miss out on money, right? They'll miss out on money for sure. But like, what does that do though at the end of the day? Other than just like they just hurt their own bottom line. For what? Like, are people going to be more happy with the game? Are more players going to play the game? I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt more people would play the game because they took a season and just didn't do anything and just like focused on balance. Because you know why? Because the balance patch comes out and they're like, this still sucks. Well, then how do you fix that? You're saying like, oh, you need to fire those people. Oh, you need a whole new team. You need a whole new balance philosophy. Like, they just round and round and round and round. Like, the point blank decision might be that's just not balanced for you. You know, it might not be balanced for you, and that is the super hardcore player. It might not be balanced for you. Like, if we're talking about stats and numbers, by the way, correct me if I'm wrong, Magic has almost been a 60% win rate character for the last 6 seasons, and they don't nerf her, right? Why don't they nerf Magic? Because she's not a problem. Most players don't have a problem with her, you know?
So activities according to GLM 289k Chinese yuan, which is about 50k users. They also have long work hours. Close to 12-hour work days depending on the department. If you factor hours in, close to even 5-day work week if we are optimistic. They are making close to 13 an hour. Let that sink. These game devs, not CEO, probably make close to minimum.
It deserves to be free from
For the US, yeah. So it's like, think about that. Think about that for like half a second, you know? And I'm not saying like what are we gonna do? We're not gonna do anything. We're in America. It's a Chinese company. Good luck doing anything about that. Regardless though, it's like, I have never spoken to the dev team personally. I've spoken to people from the dev team, like their community team that reached out to me about certain things. Actually, fun fact, like, they asked me if I want to do like a tournament recently, and I was like, nah, I'm good. And then they were like, how about like a more casual version? And I was like, like, give me an idea. And they pitched me something, I liked it. So I actually have something coming up soon that's going to be for the community, not for like streamers. It's going to be like a community contest thing. But like, I don't have details for it. I'm not ready to announce it yet. Regardless though, like, they care. They legitimately want to do shit. They legitimately they legitimately try their best. And you can clearly see that they knee-jerk to Twitter all the
Justice always prevails. We're in this together. Let's dance. Let freedom ring. Stand down. I'll be shipshape in no time.